Well, hello there! Stag here. Welcome back to my channel where I showcase the creation process of my creepy cute lowbrow and gothic fantasy art and ramble the art things. So, I got this package from Blick and I figured I would do an unboxing. It looks relatively normal with some panels and a little whatnot. I would have waited to open this up, but I noticed a little ominous sign. Like, it arrived on Halloween, which is my anniversary and all this stuff. Looks normal, and then it doesn't. And, well, hello there, Gesso. So Blick thought they'd do me a favor and, gesso my unprimed panels for me. I wanted to get a few different type of panels to try out. I tried their more economic ones, which I ended up looking at later on, and they are a little bit worse for wear, but they are much like the Studio brand. But they need a little more love with the sanding anyway. But it seems like probably whatever their cuts aren't up to par, they probably put over to the more economical side of things. So this was a complete and utter mess that ended up getting worse and worse as I delved into the package, because the entirety of this container was empty. A container of gesso that was 946 milliliters, so pretty sizable. I like using the clear gesso, even though I don't really do anything where I need the wood grain to show. I just like using clear gesso over like the white gesso. So yeah. I was also on the lookout for interestingly shaped panels which don't seem to exist, at least not at a reasonable price. Like, I wanted some oval shaped ones. So I found some plaque like things, but they are so rough and they needed a lot of cleanup work. And there's a lot of gaping holes and inclusions that needed filled in. I was kind of hoping maybe I'd luck out and they'd have some kind of like nail slot kind of drilled in the back, but they didn't say anything and I wasn't sure, so I'd probably have to wire them, which means they won't hang entirely flat. But I really wanted some unique shapes to kind of work with, and I like these. So this thick gesso sludge is slowly getting worse and worse as I delve further and further into the box. Part of it was dried, so it definitely opened at some point early on in the shipping process. There was stuff was kind of stuck to the box. So this is not the first time this has happened to me from Blick, and I posted a picture of this up on my Instagram a little while ago. And this could easily be avoided majority of the time by just like tape on the lid or something. For a while Blick was doing that, and I would assume they know how to handle art supplies, selling the art supplies, but you realize it's a business and there's probably no artist even existent in the company for all I know. Even from Amazon, if I would order like dish soap, they still tape the lid. You know, it's a liquid object. You want to at least try to protect it, but the lid was entirely twisted off. Like, it wasn't broken or anything. And just, it was all over. So I want to say this is at least the third time this has happened to me from Blick. At least that I remember. There might have been more times. I don't know. This happened at another point with gesso as well, and then I've had it happen with both black and blue paint in the same box, which I had recorded years ago with intention to putting up, because that one I didn't even know. I was just gonna do like a box opening and whatnot, and oh hi, there's paint everywhere. But don't worry guys, the white paint was okay. But like over the years, like even though those happened, like I was always kind of impressed with Blick's customer service, because they would normally like send things out right away to replace whatever was damaged, and it kind of made up for it. Like, okay, you know, at least they wanted to make something, or they do like rush shipping, make sure you got whatever. And my experience this time was less than ideal, because right away lady's like, oh, you gotta ship it back and all this stuff. I'm like, I have this box that's leaking, because you could actually see the ominous goo leaking out of the bottom of the package, which I would have opened it from the bottom because of the shipping label, whatever, but I couldn't do that because I knew it was squishing out and just gonna probably create a mess, even more so than it did. And like I was like, I'm not gonna ship back this box of goo when I have no idea when like, how do you even, like, I have to tape the entirety of the outside of the box to prevent it from leaking on my carpet until a FedEx or UPS, I forget who was gonna pick it up, which it might be a day or 2 or 3. And, you know, I sent them pictures, and it's been 2 weeks, and they have still yet to ship another gesso, and, like, the entire bottle is empty. But I heard from lots of other people they've had this happen at, Jerry's Artorama. Like, I have ordered from Blick for years, like, from the point where I first got, like, my first credit card, well, credit card, bank card, whatever, and it was an option, because, like, the prices used to be so much better than I could ever get in store, and, like, it's quite a bit of a hike for me to get to any art store in my area, and even then, they're just craft stores, and they don't have, like, the type of materials that I require. It just seemed like this time around they're really combatant on it, and it's like, I don't, like, I had someone comment on my post and said, well, I always call them after I order to make sure they tape something up or package it right, and it's like, you shouldn't have to do that. Like, I don't get this. Anyway, guys, here's my haul. I hope you guys have a great day. And thank you guys for watching. If you want to stay caught up with my art, make sure to find me on Instagram. And as always, you can find my website, lowbrowmisfits.com, with a menagerie of prints, paintings, stickers, and more, even an oracle deck featuring my artwork. If you have any suggestions of art stores that maybe you're well impressed with or whatnot, let me know. Maybe there are other options out there. Well, anyways, guys, bye.